That's too bad. Okay, well, next
I know.
time.
I was bummed too, but he'll probably be in the chat at work, even though he's supposed to be
Okay,
working.
cool. Yeah, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I won't be able to see it anyways. Because I don't want to wear the glasses.
Get over here! Hi, I'm martial art master Daniel Casino. You know me as the original Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, and Smoke. You are tuning in to NerdCage Live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Don't miss an episode or you'll get caged. So let's finish him.
This is Anthony Marquez, better known as Kung Lao for Mortal Kombat. Make sure to like and subscribe to NerdCage Live. Be there. Us.
Hello, this is Finn McKenty, aka the Punk Rock MBA. Please, I would love it if you would do me a huge favor and like and subscribe to NerdCage Live right now.
Greetings, imagination connoisseurs. This is Robert Meyer Burnett, and I'm telling you to go get in the cage, the NerdCage Live, and you watch, you like, you subscribe.
And you come back and you hear some cogent discourse about all things nerdy.
NerdCage Live, do it.
Hey, this is Joe White, the voice of Chris Redfield from Resident Evil Remake from 2002, a million years ago. Hey, you know what? If you're a cool person and you like people to know that you're cool, you can like and subscribe NerdCage Live, and that will increase your street cred by a huge percentage. So I highly recommend you do that now. Just, do the thing with the buttons and stuff, like and subscribe to NerdCage. Do it.
Hey, this is Metal Sanaz, and you are watching NerdCage. And make sure you subscribe and hit that fucking like button, motherfucker. Okay? All right.
Yes! Love it. That's awesome. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's the original Shao Kahn, Brian Glenn, and I'd like you to subscribe to NerdCage Live.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe. Okay. Shoot it!
All right!
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe.
It's all about you. Kaboom! Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful.
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running.
Run faster. Oh no, Joe. The galaxy's doomed because of you.
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCage Live.
Hi, David Wise here, composer of Donkey Kong Country and many, many others. And I'm just saying, like and subscribe to NerdCage Live.
Hi, I'm Leah Montalongo, the OG Sindel. Please like, subscribe to NerdCage Live.
This is Ernie C. from Body Count. You're tuned in to NerdCage. Can you like and subscribe?
Yo, what's happened? This is Drew Stone here in New York City. You're watching NerdCage Live. Subscribe, get involved, get up, get out, make shit happen.
Hey, what's up, MK World? This is John Turk from Mortal Kombat, the Unmasked Sub-Zero, Shang Tsung, Scorpion, Ermac, Smoke, and all the ninjas. Hey, we're on Nerd Cave right now, so like and subscribe and check out our site, and thanks for stopping in.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Doc Coyle, the man from Bad Wolves and God Forbid. I want to let you know right now, please subscribe to NerdCage Live.
Hi, my name is Kev Bayless, designer or redesigner of Donkey Kong, designer of Diddy Kong, Jago, Enderkuchen, and Whizpig. You can't beat me! But what you want to do is subscribe to NerdCage, the YouTube channel. Just go there, subscribe, because you know it makes sense. And that's that.
Hi, I'm Chad Casa. Please subscribe to NerdCage Live so you can watch the rest of their uploads. Stay tuned for more.
Hey everybody, this is Dave Niebuhr from Dog Eat Dog, and you're watching NerdCage Live. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel. These are great guys doing what they love to do.
Hi, this is action star Cynthia Rothrock. Please subscribe to NerdCage on YouTube.
Hi, my name is Sifu Kenneth Edwards, and I'm the head instructor here at Shantung Kung Fu, located in Pasadena, California. And most of you may know me as Art Lane from the movie Mortal Kombat, who fought Goro. I would like to give a shout out to NerdCage Live. Make sure you subscribe because they're the best.
Hi, Heather Needhart here. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow NerdCage Live.
It has begun!
If what you say is true, the Shaolin could be dangerous.
Greetings, citizens. You're now trapped in a NerdCage. We hope you have a smashing good time.
You're now about to witness the strength of Geek Knowledge. Hello, welcome. That's right. Once again, you are trapped in NerdCage Live Season 7. This channel is a celebration of all things pop culture, including movies, celebrities, and all that good stuff. So please, if you're new to the channel or if you're coming from the Joe Blow audience, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm your co-host, Jay St. G, certified geek 7 days a week, coming to you live from yours truly, the land of the oranges, Syracuse, New York. Well, actually, I'm in Saratoga right now. Joe FallenOne Gaming couldn't make it today. He's out saving the world, but I see him in the chat. But today, very special guest. We haven't had him on in over 3 years. He's my co-worker over at Joe Blow. He's actually the Jesus of Joe Blow, my dear friend, Jimmy O. How are you, my friend?
I am absolutely wonderful. Thank you for having me on. It's good to be back.
Excellent. And real quick, just want a couple things I got to promote real quick. This Sunday, me and Joe will be back on twitch.tv/NerdCage Live playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond as we're going to finish that up. And speaking of Joe Blow, I got a couple interviews that I did over on Joe Blow Celebrity Access. Check out my interview with Alexander Skarsgård for the movie Pillion. Just a heads up, that interview is not safe for work, so just fair warning. And of course, yesterday, my interview with Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry just aired, so check that out for their new movie Crime 101, which is in theaters now. And next week, right here on NerdCage Live, week from today, if you've been on Facebook, I'm sure you've seen this guy, but Nintendo superfan Derek Patterson, he has epic like Nintendo collections and stuff. He's all over social media. He's got 32,000 followers on Facebook. He'll be here on NerdCage Live, as we're gonna just hang out, talk video games and collecting stuff. So be there for that awesome live interview. But hey, we're here to talk movies tonight. So
yeah.
Jimmy, last time we had you on was August of 2023, so 2.5 years ago.
Goodness, that was It feels like ever since like I think 2021, it's just been so like time has been so strange. This year is just speeding by, like it's really annoying. I want slow down.
I know we're getting older, but you know what? I love what we do. And just for those who don't know, outside NerdCage Live, which I work for Joe Blow Media, and I started as a video editor, making what we I don't think we do them anymore, but we were doing the Joe Blow Versus videos. Those were a lot of fun, so that's where I started. This was back in 2021, and then 2022 rolls around, and my supervisor, Chris Bumbury, who's been on the channel a few times, he's like, hey, I think Jay would be great for the Celebrity Interviews channel. So I started editing for that, and the first celebrity interview I ever edited was Joe Coy's film there, Easter, or was it Easter Sunday, I think it was called?
Maybe, yeah.
You did that interview with him and Tia Carrere. That was the first interview I ever.
Gee, dude, I forgot.
That was the first interview I ever edited for the channel.
That was the first interview. So you have been working for me, like we've been working together for a while now.
Yeah.
On that. Wow.
And then a year and a half ago is when I started doing interviews with you. Well, not with you, but along with you guys, I've been doing interviews for Joe Blow. The first one I did was for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And I've been sporadically doing them like once a month, twice a month, here or there. But Jimmy and I have yet to meet face to face, but we talk all the time. We coordinate with each other. He lets me know that, hey, Jay, I just interviewed so and so. You know, okay, I'll have that ready for you. So yeah, Jimmy and I have been working together for going on 4 years now. So
I know it's been a while.
Yes. All right, so hey, let's catch up a little bit here, man. So
sure.
I know you we just talked off here. You said you've been in and out of doing movies and stuff like that, but let's talk last year. I thought last year was a pretty damn good year of films. So off the top of your head, what were some of the highlight films that you enjoyed watching? What were some of the highlight interviews you did last year? What was like some of your Joe Blow movie highlights and some of your interview highlights, man?
That's probably makes more sense for me. Honestly, the one that I can name I had several interviews that past year because it's nice because after a while, and I'm sure you're going to realize this too, people start to get to know you after a while, and you go in and you make a connection. And I had a really my favorite film, like one of my favorite films of last year was The Testament of Anne Lee. Mm-hmm. I think you did that.
that. Amanda Seyfried, right?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite interviews. She's such a joy to talk to. She's very cool, and of course Colin Farrell every time. Yeah. Every time. Love that man. So yeah, it's been a fun year. There were a lot of really interesting. I would have loved to talk to Dylan O'Brien for the Send Help. I hear that's a lot of fun. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm out of the loop. But yeah, I feel like probably there was a lot of good ones. It was a good year. It was a good year for interviews. I missed a lot of films. I kind of got behind, but other than that, I'm kind of seeing what I cover, and it's exciting. I love it, and I've got to, starting all over. I mean, I have 3 interviews coming up. It's going to be a pretty busy month. It never stops. It never. Yes. I like it.
And Jimmy, I also know you're also involved with some short films and whatnot. Do you have any upcoming projects, or you have any other short films or any horror projects coming up?
Yeah. Thank you for mentioning it. So I work with Cinescare. I started doing a podcast with them, and I think podcast regularly for me. It's not something I want to do. It's a lot of work, and it's not something I want to be doing. But ironically, Matthew Speak, the one who kind of put it together, I've known him for years. I directed him in a play called Grave Robbers from Outer Space. It was a play I wrote based on the Ed Wood movie, and it was very...
Planet from Outer Space, yep.
Yeah, he was amazing in it, and now he's directing me. So we did The Foot of the Bed a couple of years back, and I ended up... I got nominated for Best Actor a couple times. It was crazy.
Nice.
And then I had a smaller role in On Halloween Night, which was last year as well, but we had some good stuff with that. Both of them did well in festivals. Both of them won a few awards. And now we are going to festivals with, I think, my favorite one. It's called The Decoration. It's a guy that's tormented by a Halloween decoration.
Wonderful.
It's funny. It's like funny one because we've been doing really kind of serious, darker ones, and this one's a little more funny. And it was nice to kind of, I don't know, not be so depressed. Like I get to have fun.
Also, one thing I want you to show off for everybody, since you're part of the Joe Blow family, you got inked, and
I did. It's my 20th anniversary at Joe Blow.
Yes.
The site has changed my life, and I had told Burge that I wanted to. I mean, I started getting these, as you know, from bike riders, and this is one of my favorites as well.
Oh, that's so great.
I'm just obsessed, and I was like, I knew I had to have
Rest
Joe
in
Blow.
peace, Catherine O'Hara, by the way. So you got that tattooed on your arm.
I know, right? Oh my God, that one hurt. That one hurt. That hurt, and I never got to meet her, but I did. I saw
Eric.
Christmas live.
Eric did. So when Beetlejuice came out, so I'll just say Beetlejuice 2. When Beetlejuice 2 came out, and I give Eric credit for this one. I don't think he's with us anymore, but because I think he went over to Screen Rant. I think I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
Because Eric was like the New York City guy for a while, and then now I'm the New York City guy, even though I'm not in New York City, but. But when Beetlejuice came out, they sent Eric down in person to do the interviews, the Beetlejuice junket in person. And he interviewed Jenna Ortega, Catherine O'Hara, a couple other ones too, but no Michael Keaton. But he interviewed Catherine O'Hara, and she gave us a really good shout out, Joe Blow shout out.
Oh my gosh!
I also just want to credit Eric for this too. Is I think that was the best interview he ever did for the channel, because I edited pretty much all his interviews, and I thought that was what he did for Joe Blow, and that was great that we got that really great Catherine O'Hara moment. But yeah, I'm heartbroken too, because like I watch Home Alone every Christmas, obviously Beetlejuice, and I know she's in Schitt's Creek and all that stuff, but like, but to me, she'll always be Kevin's mom. Like that was, just her screaming Kevin and fading, like,
She was, I have a controversial take on Home Alone, so.
Well, you're a little older than me, but my hair. So
I mean,
for me,
I saw it.
That was like our Christmas story, for us, 90s kids.
Well, and to be fair, my Christmas movie every year was Black Christmas, the OG.
Yeah.
I don't like happy Christmas movies. I want to see people die.
Of course, because you're one of the horror guys, so of course.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's just wild to me. Like, it was unexpected.
It was very sad, and we have lost a lot of young. Didn't we lose someone really recently too?
Dawson's Creek there.
Yeah, James Vanderbeek. That one kills me. That one kills me too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
someone posted today on social media that now 3 of the guys from Varsity Blues are gone. 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's that old of a movie.
That's what I'm saying. I was in middle school when that came out. I mean, come on. Ali Larder in the whipped cream bikini. How could you forget? That was like peak puberty movie right there.
Oh my God, I'm sure it was. Oh my God. Grade. I don't want your life.
But yeah, it's just wild to me. 3 of the football players are gone, man. It's like that's fucked up.
Well, we'll have another movie curse like Poltergeist was, cursed, or all the Amityville or whatever. Except it's Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
That's what...
Oh man. But yeah, it's just been wild with some of these celebrity deaths and whatnot. But let's go on to something more cheerful here. First and foremost, I just want to start. Well, I want to talk about this year. I mean, there's so many great movies coming out this year. I'm very, very excited for it. But let me just say, did you watch Crime 101 yet?
I have not. No.
Do you plan on watching it?
If I get around to it.
Let me pull your leg. I gotta pull your leg. Now, there's gonna be some bias here because I interviewed the cast.
For sure.
But anytime I do a Joe Blow interview, Jimmy, I go in as blind as possible. I don't watch the trailers. I don't look. Oh God, I hope I don't get crucified for saying this because I know John and Burge are probably watching, but I don't even read production notes. Like, I go in blind as possible. I want to go in as blind as possible. I don't want to know anything about the movie when I go in because I want to take it in. And anyway, I went and saw the movie in New York City last Monday, and again, I've been actively avoiding the ads. I knew I was going to go see this movie. Went and saw it, and I was completely blown away. I was blown away. This movie's so good, Jimmy. Now I'm a bit of a cinema. I think most of us at Joe Blow were cinema snobs. I'm such a cinema snob, Jimmy. I hate giving 10s. I don't like giving movies 10 out of 10. I rarely give out 10s. I'm giving this movie a 10. And as I'm watching this film, Jimmy, and I'm trying to find reasons to nitpick, trying to find reasons to bring down the 10 a notch. I was trying to find reasons to not fault the movie, but you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, this movie's so good. Let me see if there's anything that happens that doesn't make sense. I was trying to find reasons to put this movie down, and I couldn't. It's that friggin' good. And I will dare say, now that this is the first great movie of 2026, I will take this movie over anything I watched in 2025. And there are some great movies in 2025. I even told the cast, I'm like, if this movie came out last year, this would have been my favorite movie of the year. So right now, as of 2026, and I saw The Bone Temple, which was not bad, and I saw.
I heard it was good.
It was better than the last one. I'll leave it at that. And I saw, as a video game freak, I saw Silent Hill, which was better than I thought it was going to be. But
anyway, really? You actually liked it?
It wasn't. I didn't love it, but it wasn't bad. I actually thought it was pretty decent. Honestly, I was going in after everyone saying how bad it was. I thought it was going to be terrible, but no, it was fine. I would have gave it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was fine. But oh my gosh, Crime 101. 10 out of 10. I was
nice.
floored, and I can't wait to watch it again. But so Jimmy. Oh, Joe Blow, I got to pull your leg. Just watch this movie and just let me know what you think.
Okay. Well, it's interesting you say that too, because I tend to when you're scheduled for an interview and you go to see the movie, I just go in blind as well. Because I feel like it's a lot better to get an honest reaction when you see it, and then afterwards you can fill it in with what you need to do, before the interviews. But honestly, there's something very compelling about just hearing a story and knowing nothing about it, and it's hard to do, but it's because it's in advance. I think we get I think it's a good thing. I think it's a very good thing. I think it's a healthy way to look at film.
Yeah. So now, going to every single movie this year, I'm going to be like, okay, well, how is it, am I going to find another? This is the only thing that sucks. Is this movie set the bar so high? I'm afraid every movie I'm going to see from here on out is it gonna be anywhere near the level of Crime 101? That being said, the movie I'm most excited for this year, Avengers Doomsday. Now hear me out for a second, Jimmy. So
you're good.
Avengers Doomsday. Okay, I'm a diehard X-Men fan. X-Men is my jam. I've been a X-Men fan since 1992 when the cartoon came out, and I love the movie. So, get this shit. When Avengers Doomsday comes out this December, I'll be turning 40. Avengers Doomsday comes out the weekend of my 40th birthday. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see the X-Men back one more time as I turn 40. So I have Avengers Doomsday as the #1 most anticipated film. I hope it's good. I know Marvel's been on shaky ground, but I'm really, really excited for this film. And I'm also really excited for, I'm sure, a movie that we're all fans of at Joe Blow, the Highlander remake. And you're Chad Stahelski. You've interviewed Chad Stahelski.
I love Chad. He's the coolest dude ever. He's so nice. He's so I've talked to him a lot. He's the coolest, and he makes great movies. He knows his action better than anybody.
And that's right. You just recently interviewed Batista too, and he mentioned you were the one that got it out of him. You're like, he's like, yeah, Highlander starts filming November 27th, and you got that out of him.
Yeah, well, Chris had reminded me to ask him, and I was like, well, Dave is, I love Dave. He's another highlight. He's another highlight all the time. He's one of the nicest, most genuine, decent human beings. I fucking love Dave Bautista. Yeah. Great guy. I love everything. That's my problem. I like everything, man.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I used to, not so much anymore, but
And obviously, we're all huge Stallone fans over at Joe Blow, and another movie I'm really excited for. I know Chris has feelings about it, but I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. I'm excited for I Play Rocky. I'm. The jury's not out on that one, for me. Well, Rocky's my all-time favorite movie. The first Rocky's my all-time favorite movie.
Yeah,
and we all know the story. We all know the story about Rocky, but I want to see how they do this. And seeing the set photos so far, it looks very compelling, and they did a good job making it look like the actors and actresses we all know and love. And I actually like biopics, and I like biopics. And I do
too, dude. So we're the same on that.
Yeah, the meta movie within movie thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see how they do this. Like I said, Rocky's my all-time. Listen, Rocky. I know we're all huge Rocky and Stallone fans, so we're gonna have our magnifying glass. We're gonna be watching this movie really closely. So yeah, I'm excited for that, and it's coming out on the 50th anniversary of Rocky.
That's gonna be that'll be. Either way, I mean, I think it's going. Who's directing again? I forget. Is it Stallone?
No, Stallone does not have his hands on this. He doesn't have his hands on the new Rambo either.
Wow. Oh yeah, I knew that. Okay. Well, he's not even producing.
No, I don't think he's got any involvement, honestly.
Dang. Okay, that'll be interesting then. That will be interesting. I will say though, to me, it's like I do look forward to the time when we see more original content as opposed to just remakes and it does feel a little rehashy, and that's not to. Here's my issue: is that a lot of times people judge cinema. Oh, remakes suck. Oh, this sucks. Oh, that's not the way you judge movies. I mean, you go into a movie as one piece, a piece of art, whatever. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But at the same time, there's people that maybe want to see all of the remakes. That's all they go see. That's what they love. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I think we need to be more respectful to the fans who. Yeah. Because they're the way, they don't get to see it for free. They pay for it, and they're paying for their hard-earned money. Go see what you like. Do what you enjoy. That's become my motto with movies. So if you want to go see, like Freddy Got Fingered, fuck yeah, go see Freddy Got Fingered. Part 2. They should make a sequel.
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, because we're in an age of revivals and stuff like that.
Yeah, some of them are great. I mean, it's. I always go back to the first Omen when I first saw that.
I loved it.
Oh, that was great.
I took my mother to go see it.
Yeah, that movie had no business being that good. It was great. See, Satan.
Yes. Oh god, I freaking love South Park. Oh, by the way, Joe's in the chat. He's saying that he's excited for the Zach Cregger Resident Evil film.
my only fear with that is like Zach Kreger's done such great work that's so out of the box that we've never seen before.
I'm worried too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried too, and here's why.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I hate to bring this up, but I got to. So I'm a huge Edgar Wright fan. I love Edgar Wright, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I hated The Running Man. Prior to Running Man, I'm like, oh my god, Edgar Wright has a perfect record. He's batting 1,000. He has not missed yet. Oh my god, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, The Shaun of the Dead, Last Night in Soho. Like, oh my god, he hasn't missed yet. I was so excited for The Running Man. I'm like, okay, Running Man's one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies. Shout out to, oh my gosh, I'm having a fucking brain fart right now. Oh my god, from Syracuse. Oh my god, running back there, James Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. James Brown, who played for the Cleveland Browns, he played for Syracuse. So I'm very biased when it comes to The Running Man. Running Man was an epic. I love Schwarzenegger. I love Jimmy Brown and whatnot. But yeah, I was like, okay, let's see what Zach Kreger does with The Running Man. And oh my god, I was so disappointed. And I don't want to put it all on Edgar Wright, but that movie just was not good for me. So when you just say, yeah, Zach Kreger, he's batting 1,000, Barbarian and Weapons, like I'm a little worried too because Edgar Wright just let me down, and I'm just afraid that we're gonna have another bad day at the office with a guy who's got a perfect record. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. For me, like I covered that. I covered Running Man, and I thought Glenn Powell was great, and that he stood out, and he was fantastic. I thought it was fine. It was fine. It was very generic. I didn't find anything really. I'll never watch it again. It was very. It was missing Wright's charm, like the way. And I love Edgar. He's a nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It didn't feel. You're right. It kind of didn't
feel like his movie. Like it felt like someone else did this movie, and it just. I don't know. It didn't excite me, and it's so forgettable. And aside from, I did like the performances. I like Glenn. I think I wish that they had gone more quirky with it. Maybe I don't know. You know.
Yeah, another thing too that kind of bothered me is like when you watch The Running Man from the '80s, it was almost like a video game movie where like Schwarzenegger was going against all these epic bosses. Like it was like levels. Like every time he defeated somebody, there was some other epic boss. You know, that movie didn't feel like that. You know, it said it's like, oh, everybody's after you, and like, I don't know. It just wasn't the same. Where Schwarzenegger took on these epic bosses like James Brown and Jesse Ventura. Like, oh my god, man, it was
a different time. I mean, I get what Edgar was trying to do. Yeah. Like, I can certainly see it. But in an age where we've seen it all, it just feels like, when you're retreading material, you gotta give it some flair. And that was, I don't know, it just didn't feel like an Edgar Wright film. It didn't have that energy that Baby Driver did, or of course the Coronado trilogy. I mean, those are three of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah.
I love it.
And we're talking about remakes and rehashes and stuff like that, but I'm really excited for Highlander because, well, first of all, the original movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. But here's the thing, I trust Chad Stahelski, and he even came out and said that I'm keeping the Queen soundtrack. And what I'm hoping is, here's a good comparison. Like, as much as I don't like remakes and stuff like that, I love the 1933 King Kong movie, but I also love the 1976 King Kong movie, but I also love the 2005 King Kong movie.
Hey, that's fair.
I love all the King Kong movies. Like, everybody did something different. Not too different. They still respected the source material, but they did something slightly different. And everyone brought their own thing to the table for King Kong, and everybody brought their own. I'm hoping to say for Highlander, like I said, I'm hoping Highlander will have that King Kong comparison. Like, I love the old one, and I love the new one. I love that one too.
I think it will, because so much of the Highlander is the action set pieces, and I mean, come on, no one does it better than Chad. Nobody working today, I think, does it better than Chad.
Absolutely.
You know, he's got the best crews, he's got the best people. I mean, he you know, the John Wick franchise is still one of, I love it. Not a bad film out before, you know, not a bad film. So
Well,
I'm
5
excited.
if you include Ballerina, and I actually like Ballerina.
Did you? I missed that one. I missed Ballerina. That's the one I seen.
I'll say this. It's not as good as the John Wick films, but I still really liked it.
You still? I feel like it might be like, I look back. I really dug Atomic Blonde with Charlene, but that's not as watchable. Like, I don't go back to that movie as much as I would say the John Wick films.
Yeah.
You know. I think it's Keanu. He just has that kind of like, it's just, I don't know. There's something about him in that role is just perfection.
Yeah, and I hope we, man, it just sucks because Ballerina didn't really succeed in the box office. I'm hoping we still get that Donnie Yen spinoff, The Blind.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I mean, the budgets aren't. The one thing about Chad, he also works his budgets aren't over too crazy, so I think he could pull something off. He's just got a good team. The dude's got a good team.
Oh,
That's it.
and Joe just mentioned in the chat too. I'm glad you reminded me, Joe. Did you watch the PlayStation State of Play today, Jimmy?
No, I missed.
They just announced a John Wick video game's on the way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually Keanu Reeves, playing John Wick again, but.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I'm not a video game guy, though, as we discovered 3 years ago. I think I was at the time playing Elden Ring with everyone else.
Yeah.
I never finished.
Wow.
Finished.
Well, speaking of video games, Jimmy, we have a lot of video game movies coming out. I mean, we just had Silent Hill, Mario Brothers is next, then we got Mortal Kombat 2, which was delayed from last year, and then we got the Street Fighter movie. I was talking to Chris about it. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, you gotta send me to do those interviews because Chris is confident. We're gonna get the Street Fighter interviews.
We probably will. Yeah, I think we will. A lot of those guys, especially certain times, we are generally getting those kinds of movies because that's what our readers like, and that's what we like, and so there's.
Resident Evil 2.
Of course, yeah. I love Zach Cregger's work. I'm hoping that is good. And to be fair, I like the Resident Evil movies.
I do too. I defend those movies. I defend them.
Me too. And I just think they're you go in with a certain expectation, and they're kind of fun. And honestly, I actually liked the last one that had Mila. I thought it was kind of fun. It was an interesting premise, and I had a decent time with it. Look, I'm not going to go like, no, dude, she should get an Oscar for that, for her performance. I mean, it's obviously, but there's something about that. There's something, we forget that sometimes it's just fun to go in and have a good time.
Yeah.
And just watch something stupid and silly.
Well, the thing is, the problem is a lot of the diehard Resident Evil fans are upset that it wasn't like tit for tat based on the game. It was.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think the first one's a legit good movie. The second one, I feel like, did the best adapting the games, even though it wasn't a 100% adaptation of the game, but it was pretty damn close.
Yeah.
From the third movie onward, this is where I'll admit, and I like all the movies. The third one onward, I feel like they kind of got carried away a little bit. But like you said, certain expectations, they're popcorn flicks. I still enjoy them. But I think the first two movies were really, really well done.
I'd agree. Yeah. I like the first two and the last.
As a fan of the games and the movies, I like what they pulled off. That's just me. But I understand where the Resident Evil fans are coming from. I understand. But that's not my side. I like those movies regardless.
I think the whole point of I think a lot of film conversation gets lost, especially with social media. It goes to kind of some nasty levels. I think a nice discussion about film is it's just entertaining, and it's like it's so unserious. Don't get, oh, you like that movie? You should go to hell.
Not just that, but everybody's a critic now, and we got the Rotten Tomatoes and all that shit.
Yeah, and I mean, look, it's fine. It's always been like that. It's just gotten angry, especially like the Star Wars fans and like that. That was just like, wow, man. Like, I don't get me wrong. I haven't liked the Star Wars movie for a while.
I know.
Yeah,
and everyone's mad about the Mandalorian and Grogu film. Like everyone's like upset, like the Super Bowl commercial didn't really do much, and this and that. I'm not a Star Wars fan at all. I'll leave it at that. I think anybody who watches NerdCage knows I hate Star Wars, but I'll say this: I loved it as a kid though, but like as an adult, no. My thing about this upcoming Mandalorian film is, why are we getting this now? Why didn't we get this movie when the Baby Yoda craze was going on during the pandemic? Like, why are they doing this movie now, years after the last season has aired? Like, why didn't they do this when the iron was hot? That's what I'm scratching my head about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was just because when they were filming, maybe it was too hard to get into a feature. I don't know. But to be honest, I've literally only watched one episode of Mandalorian. I watched the first episode. I was like, no, I'm good. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I had no, cool. The baby was cute. Cool baby. Cool Yoda baby, but it wasn't. I don't know, man. I grew up I always liked horror and art house. That was my, and then Joe Blow, working for Joe Blow, it expanded my my palette a little bit. I started liking way more stuff and started being, things I would have never watched before. And now I'm a little more open-minded, but yeah, there are, when it becomes something that you have to watch like a TV show and a movie and then you have to go on, it's like, no, I just want to watch a movie. I don't want to have to sign my life away to figure out what the fuck is going on. I think that's stupid. But at the same time, I think it's the same thing like a series. People get addicted to it. They want to watch they want to watch every single Star Wars show. I think my wife watches them.
Yeah.
She has a, whatever. It's like, it's just, I don't know. I've noticed as a film goer, I'm seeking out stuff I haven't seen before. That's the stuff I'm like.
It's funny you mention that because I usually action's always my favorite. I love action. Horror comedy too, but I really, really love action the most. And after doing the Pillion interviews, all right, first and foremost, that movie wasn't even on my radar. And again, I went in blind as possible.
Yeah.
But I would have gotten out of my way to watch a movie like Pillion, a gay BDSM movie. I mean, it wasn't even my radar.
Is that what's I didn't even know.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know when they sent me the screener. I didn't know. I think Chris did this to me on purpose. I think Chris knows I'm a Catholic, so I think he sent me. I think he did it on purpose. But anyway, that's all good. But I did this movie. I saw this movie. I did the interviews, and again, I wouldn't gone on my way to see this film, but I went in open-minded.
Do you feel like you got something out of it though?
Yeah, because you're kind of rooting for them to you're rooting for it to work between the two guys, the two romantic leads there, if you want to call it romantic. If you want to call it romantic.
Well, it's BDSM, right?
Yeah, it's basically the gay version of Secretary or 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
But I guess it's actually based on a novel. But but yeah, like I said, would I ever go out of my way to seek a movie out like that? No. But after watching it, I did the interviews. I thought I pulled off the interviews the best I could, given it's not my wheelhouse. But I look back at it. You know what? I'm like, I'm glad I watched the movie. I'm glad I did the interviews, and I'm like, whatever. It was good for what it was. Again, not my cup of tea, but as a I don't want to call myself a film critic. If you want to call me a film critic, but as watching it, if I take my personal feelings and bias aside, I'm like, okay, it was well shot, it was well paced, it was funny when it needed to be, it was serious when it needed to be, and you root for the characters.
Well, see, here's what I like. I like Alexander Skarsgård because he is so he takes risks. Like he just doesn't. He does stuff that no one else will do. And the whole family is like that. The Skarsgård family is amazing. They all do really interesting stuff, and they really.
So we both interviewed him now.
Yeah. I did him for the Cronenberg, the David Cronenberg, not David Cronenberg, his son, Cronenberg film. God, what was that called? Dude.
I don't remember either.
Oh my God, that's gonna kill me. Someone in chat say that it was Infinity.
I know what you're talking about because I edited the interview.
Yeah, and I saw that uncut, and I was just like, and I don't think theatrically they released some of the stuff I saw, so I was just like sitting there in the theater, and I've never seen a scene like that in a junket movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. Something pool. Oh my God, that's gonna. If someone comes up with a chat, please.
Interpool? No. I know what you're talking about. Like I said,
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. I love that. I love his work. So like that dude. But I've never seen Pillion. But I respect Alexander Skarsgård. So I'd be curious to maybe check it out. But I missed it.
Yeah, it's the funny thing is like when I did the junk. By the way, it's got over 4,500 views on it, which shocked me.
Wow.
Not to pat myself on the back, but I thought okay, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 views tops. Okay, given the size of the channel. But last I checked, it got over 4,500 views, and I'm like, oh my God.
It's because
I'm
it's
surprised. But as Chris pointed, as you and Chris pointed out, like Alexander Skarsgård is huge, and he's a draw. So.
And he's fearless. I think that we need more. I like actors that are fearless.
Yeah.
Like I like actors that take chances. That and Alexander Skarsgård is one of those for sure. The whole family.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm happy with that experience, and like I said, I'm glad the interview did well. And
Did you buy the movie yet? Or are you gonna go watch it again?
Well, here's the thing: the movie got a limited release.
Okay.
It got a limited release, but it's gonna get a full release next week.
I wonder, it'll be interesting to see how well that does, and I have a weird feeling it's going to do well, because I think people are looking for alternate, that's what was the one that did really well that surprised, I'm so out of touch with what's coming out and what the top movie is.
Well, A24 typically does good.
Yeah, A24. Oh, the movie that and I don't know how much I can talk about it, but because I'm doing the interview, but Baz Luhrmann's epic Elvis. It's my favorite movie in ages. I loved it. Everything about it.
I loved it too. I saw the I took my mom to go see it.
No, not the one with Aston Butler, the documentary, the concert.
Oh, okay.
Elvis. It's
you
Elvis,
confused
dude.
me. Yeah, because you mentioned Elvis, and I'm like, oh, so you just saw that movie?
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm interviewing Basel next week, and I'm stoked because you are gonna love it. You get to see Elvis just as Elvis recording music. It's so brilliantly done. It's brilliant, and I believe I don't think there's an embargo necessarily, so I think I can say something. No.
Yeah. I love documentaries, so.
Yeah, I do too. Although I don't see a lot, I rarely see documentaries, unfortunately.
The last great documentary that I watched, and it's funny because we were just talking about Catherine O'Hara earlier, was the John Candy "I Like Me."
Oh yeah. I heard that was good.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I'm watching. I'm so out of the loop.
Oh my God! I don't think Birch saw it either because Birch was always posting about John Candy's on. I'm like, Birch, you gotta see that documentary. I almost cried. Like it was really, really, really good.
Wow.
Yeah. So I believe it's still on Amazon Prime. So for those who are watching, Amazon Prime, I like Me, the John Candy documentary. Watch it. It's fantastic.
That would be interesting. I'd be down for that. I'd certainly be down for that. I know Paul McCartney has one coming out too that I'd like to see. Man on the Run.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I
I
saw a poster for that the other day.
Yeah, I love music bios. I love music bios. Like when you said you like the biopics, I do too, man. I and not all of them, obviously, but like I love the Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan was amazing. I love that movie.
I have not watched that yet.
Watch it. It's good. It's worth seeing. It's I know a lot of people are like, yeah, Bob Dylan, but it's. I think it may make you respect him a lot more. I just because it's such an honest portrait of Bob Dylan. I think that, I saw him in concert last year after I'd seen the movie, and oh my God, he almost hates his audience. It's just funny to watch him because he's like, when people want to hear the hits, he's like, yeah, no, I don't care, fuck you. But
yeah,
I
guess
I kind of respect him.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I know we're in early stages right now that I guess they're getting ready to do an Ozzy Osbourne biopic.
Oh my God!
Is in development right now.
I would be curious. I would love to see that. In a weird way,
I think Jack Osbourne, because Jack Osbourne is pretty active in social media and he does a lot of podcasts and he's got his own podcast, and I think he mentioned like he hasn't given a name, but
he
I think
was working with a friend of mine. I think ghost hunting.
Oh yeah. Him and Sharon just came out and said like, yeah, we have a perfect actor for Ozzy Osbourne, but we're not gonna say who it is.
Oh.
So, now I don't know if this is an Ozzy biopic or a Sabbath biopic. It might be both, but I guess.
You want to hear my Ozzy story?
Yes, absolutely. I got one too.
Oh great. Okay, we'll share. So I was covering it was on a red carpet for years and years and years and years ago, and we were doing the press conference. I was in the press conference room, and Ozzy came out, and he was so cool, and he was like doing his thing, and then somebody asked him, dude, this is I'm not gonna say who, I don't remember who it was, but their question was, what is your workout routine? And he just, you can tell he's like, what? And he did, and he went on it, and he answered the question, but it was like, I think everyone in the room was like, that's what you're asking Ozzy Osbourne? What's your workout routine? So yeah, that's why he seemed cool. He seemed awesome. I didn't get to really talk much. It was a press conference, but I just remember that dumb question, and he handled it really well.
What's your story? I never like met him in person per se, but I've seen Black Sabbath twice. I've seen Ozzy twice, and I went to 2 Ozfests. So 6 times. So I've seen Ozzy Osbourne 6 times.
Wow.
Or 7 times. But the first time was at Ozfest, and it was in New York City, Ozfest, 2006. It was the headliners were Ozzy Osbourne, System of a Down, Disturbed, Avenged Sevenfold, and Black Label Society headlined the second stage, along with and Hatebreed had their first time on the main stage that year. But when we went to New York City that day, Ozzy decided to headline the second stage, the small stage. So it was pretty easy to get up close to the stage. So I'm pinned up in the. So Ozzy gets on stage, and the crowd just shuffled toward the front, and eventually I got pinned up against the front of the, the security bars. I got pinned into the front, and keep in mind it was like 100 degrees out that day. It was middle of July, but Ozzy Osbourne is throwing buckets of water at the crowd. He threw a bucket of water at my face, like up close. Like he looked at, or I don't know if he like looked at me per se, but he looked right at me and threw a bucket of water at my face. And all I'm gonna say is I hope it was water. But I felt like I was baptized by Ozzy.
Yeah, it almost, because it wasn't like he had so many of the rumors. Although, did he actually bite the head off of something? Was that proven to be true?
Yes, he bit a head off a bat on stage, and he bit a head off a dove at a board meeting.
Okay. Wow.
Fucking legend. I miss him. I miss him. I will always be glad. I will always be glad I experienced Ozfest. I will be glad that I experienced Sabbath, Ozzy. I'll always be happy about that. So.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, how can you? The dude was he was so energetic and alive on stage. I think I saw him perform one time, and it was. I wish I'd gone more. He was so. It's weird because I'm slowly getting into like AC/DC and stuff. I never really listened to them and old Ozzy, but like his old stuff with Black Sabbath. I'm really liking that lately. And I don't know why. It's like.
I prefer Sabbath over Ozzy, but I love all that. And I'm a huge Dio fan too, because Ryan James Dio, who sang for Black Sabbath after Ozzy, he was from Cortland, New York, so like 45 minutes from where I grew up, and I like his solo material as well. So I like Ozzy, Dio, Sabbath, all that stuff.
Nice. Nice.
Now we just mentioned, we're gonna get the Ozzy biopic. Let me ask you this: what band or what musician that hasn't gotten a biopic you want to get a biopic? Because I got one, but I want to hear what you got.
Oh gosh, that's a good one. I think they did kind of make one about Kurt Cobain, kind of like didn't they do some kind of documentary maybe? I think Kurt Cobain would be interesting.
Yeah, I think that could work.
I liked him a lot, and I think he was he really could have grown into it's a shame that mental health and
Kurt Cobain's back in the news right now. Now they're saying now they're saying that the forensic people are saying it could be a homicide.
I'm very
whatever.
Yeah, like it's possible, and if that's the case, I hope they get revealed. But I don't know. I try not to get too wrapped up in. I mean, I am a superstitious bitch, but I try not to get wrapped up in like too many of the conspiracies. It depends on how realistic you're looking, but I don't know about that one. I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, we all knew it's on record about his depression and his drug use. And
yeah.
I don't believe it. I in my heart of hearts, I just don't believe it. That's just me. Oh, hang on.
Oh, there we are.
Okay, there we go. Okay. I lost you for a second too. That's okay. No, here's my pick for a musical biopic. Although I'm not a fan, but I think this would make a great movie. It's time for a Kiss biopic.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, they did those cheesy movies in the 70s.
Yeah. Well, just so you understand, like the whole, they were the first to do actually Alice Cooper was, but you gotta admit, Kiss with their epicness and their huge, huge pyrotechnics.
I would prefer Alice Cooper. I would rather an Alice Cooper movie. I like Alice Cooper a lot.
Me too. Yeah, I met Alice Cooper.
Yeah, I have too. He's awesome.
Oh, he's wonderful. He's a very, very, very kind and wonderful man.
I had an encounter with Gene Simmons. It wasn't great.
I've heard nothing but from other people who've been on NerdCage Live. I've heard nothing but Gene's not the.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan. No, and I don't like to talk. I'm not big on trashing people. I don't think it's, especially in the public eye, because they all have their shit. I'm sure you could have a number of people trashing me too, whatever. Yeah. But it was a very, he came across as a very privileged and very kind of abusive person. I'm like, I want nothing to do with that. I was kind of a minor. I liked some of Kiss's music, but I'm like, nah, I can't even listen to him now. I'm just like, no, don't like it. So I probably would skip that biopic, to be fair.
Yeah. I just think there's enough personalities within that band, and given their history, and of course with the parents freaking out, calling them Satanists and stuff like that, which obviously wasn't true, but they were accused of that, and I just think that would make for some good film. I think someone could make a good movie about.
I think so. They got a rich history. They got a rich history, and it's so colorful. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I'd also love to see who was a bluesman there was a bluesman who was rumored to have made a deal with the devil back in the, and I'm trying to think of his name. He's an old blues artist. That would be interesting. Like a horror movie about that. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Hell yeah.
That could be a lot of fun.
I'm so out of the names. I'm bringing up references. I'm like forgetting them. Like Infinity Pool. That's what it is.
Infinity Pool. Yes.
That's what it is. And then this guy, I'm blanking on his name, but he was supposedly cursed because he sold his soul to the devil to make great music. That's the rumor. And he made great music. He's a great. I love blues. I love all music. I'm a huge music guy.
Oh yeah, I know. And I still. Joe's in the chat says, "Is it Charlie Daniels?"
No, old. No, this is from the 30s. Yeah, this is old. It's gonna drive me crazy now. Like I'm almost like, okay, who? Hold on, keep talking.
Well, no, I'm still floored. I know we talked about it last, but I got to bring it up again. But I'm still floored that you interviewed Chris Cornell before we lost him. I'm still I'm so envious of you because Soundgarden's my favorite band, and that was such a great interview too.
Yeah, that one. He was so gentle, and it was a month before. It was a month. So I don't know where his headspace was, but he was really. I brought I at the time, I was just so impressed with how. I don't know. Chris Cornell was wonderful. That I want to see a movie about him. That would be interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean Soundgarden was fantastic.
Oh man, when Soundgarden got in at the Hall of Fame, I was so happy because I was.
Yeah, I've been loving and they got my girl. They got Kate Bush. I know it's. I love Kate Bush.
I was voting every year, every day. I was voting on the Hall of Fame website for Soundgarden to get in, and then I actually just went to the Hall of Fame for the second time recently 2 years ago, and I went on their kiosk and typed in Soundgarden. They actually, when you go to the Hall of Fame now, there's actually a kiosk you can go in and type in who you think should get in.
Oh.
I was actively trying to get Soundgarden in for years, so I was happy.
Good job.
I thought the performance, the induction ceremony was nice. I was happy to see it.
I
finally, a band that I grew up loving is in.
That was Brandy Carlisle, right? She did that.
Yeah, it was Taylor Thompson, Brandy Carlisle, and Tony Cornell.
Yeah, I'm actually seeing Brandy Carlisle in concert this month, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, enjoy that.
She's amazing.
She just did the national anthem at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, she sounded amazing. I've literally never watched the Super Bowl in my life. It's not my thing. But I every so often I'll hear a C video. I saw hers and I was like, oh, that was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
she sounded great.
Yeah. She did amazing. Although,
she's
great.
Say
it, I'm gonna say it. I hated the Super Bowl and I hated the halftime show. I'm sorry. I have to say.
I thought what I saw was great. I had no issue with it. It was. Again, I'm cool with Bad Bunny. I think he was great. I just thought I'm not a huge fan of the Super Bowl halftime anyways. I'm not as big on the spectacle when it comes to music. I'm more of the music. That was one of
the problems, Jimmy, was okay, listen. So I'm half Mexican. So let me just get that out of the way. So I'm a half Mexican. I have nothing against Spanish speaking people because I'm half Mexican. But I didn't like that halftime because I'm not a fan of his music. But my main problem with that Super Bowl halftime show, and like I said, the game was ass too. Okay, that was a terrible game. Because I'm a football fanatic too. But the problem with that Super Bowl halftime show is that it was an act, not a concert performance.
But aren't they all to an extent? Aren't they all to an extent? I mean,
I'm just saying. Do you remember going back to 1994? You got Michael Jackson's concert performance. That was like a performance. That was a concert performance, and then Prince. That was a concert performance.
Oh yeah, Prince is probably the best one ever. Period.
Yeah, and even looking back at last year, Kendrick Lamar. That was a concert performance. This Bad Bunny show was just an act. It was just all these props and all these different settings. It was an act. It wasn't a concert performance. It wasn't a concert for the crowd.
But he still sang though, right? It was still live. He performed.
Yeah, he still sang.
Yeah, I mean, at least he wasn't lip syncing. You know, it wasn't like a.
Yeah, I know that, but it wasn't like a grand stage with like, you know, it wasn't a traditional grand stage of a concert. You know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I saw part of it. I thought it was cool. I saw Green Day. I thought they were great. I was like, I was. It's not my thing. The Super Bowl has never been my thing. So it's like I'm not a, you know, I have no dog in that game. I don't care, but what I saw, the musical performances were great. The team wise, I had.
Yeah, and on top of that, I didn't like the commercials. The commercials weren't great. A lot of AI commercials. I definitely have a gripe with.
Unfortunately, we're going to be seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, well, another thing I didn't. Okay, another problem too is all of the movie trailers were online before they were aired on the Super Bowl.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
wow.
It kind of took away from like all the day before all those trailers went up on the internet like a day before the Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah, I do remember. I remember watching a couple.
I didn't like that because it's like no, you're supposed to air it on the Super Bowl then put it online immediately, not put it online the day before and then air it on the Super Bowl. Like, no, the whole point of the commercials is, you know, the movie commercials to air it first on the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean,
I thought that was kind of
everything's changing though. Like it's everything is so online and TV is so connected now. It's you almost can't separate it, and it's like I feel I get why they do it. I get why the studios put it out there earlier, but yeah, it does feel I don't know. I'm just in my happy bubble.
Yeah, I know.
Doing shit I like.
I couldn't help myself. I was nitpicking everything, not just the halftime show, but like the whole thing. The game, the commercials, the halftime, like everything. Like I was, you know, that.
My favorite part was Brandy. That's what I love.
No, it was great. She was absolutely great. And you are one lucky man. You get to go to that concert, man.
I've seen her a lot. As you saw with me and Amanda, we like folk music. So you know, I'm wearing my medium build shirt right now.
Yeah. I'm more of the heavy metal hardcore, New York hardcore guy, but you know that's why I wear my shout out to Incendiary Device and my friend Drew Stone, who's got his own. He's a documentary filmmaker, and his father, Arnie Stone, was a filmmaker too, and his father has an Oscar for the I don't know the name of the movie, but he did a documentary in the '60s about Mel Brooks. He won the Oscar for that. But,
okay. Father. I think I know the movie actually. I don't remember the title, but
So he comes from he's like 96 years old too.
Yeah.
But Drew Stone again, he's involved in the New York hardcore scene, and he's got an Incendiary Devices his band, and it sucks because he was just in Albany last weekend. I missed him, but I couldn't make it out there. But he's been on my channel. I'm gonna have him back on soon because Incendiary Devices got a new album coming out. So.
Nice.
So for those who are into New York hardcore and hardcore punk, check out Incendiary Device. Streaming everywhere music is streamed. New album dropping in a few weeks. Check them out. And we'll probably have them back on the channel as well.
Very cool.
But that's why I'm more into that kind of music than versus, you know, your Bad Bunny and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's fair. Like musically, I'm just kind of open. Like I'll listen to everything. Like but except like that uber popular shit, I'm not really you're not gonna see me bopping to Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Although I met Nick Jonas this week. He had a record signing, and like I was like, I'll take my kid, and we went and it was interesting. It was interesting. He seemed like nice, but in a weird way.
I got nothing against the Jonas Brothers. They got talent. And I've never heard anything.
Yeah,
and I've never heard anything bad about them. So
they were. But it's one of those things where you're like, it must be kind of a crutch in a way, because if you go outside, especially someone like Nick or those guys, you go outside of that genre, no one's going to take you seriously. And I think they have I feel bad for pop performers because they have more to prove to an extent, because they do get but you got to give someone like Sabrina Carpenter or these guys credit because they know their audience, or whoever their people are know their audience, whoever's producers or all that shit. But I mean, as a fan of music, I like all music. I like having music in my life. I tend to listen to the same stuff over and over.
Same
but
here.
like if I'm in the car, I'll listen to other things. I've always kind of been become the older I get, the more into like folk shit I get. Like, it's a weird thing, but I
feel like I'm stuck in my ways. I can't even get into like new music, like. I just can't. I'm even in the rock or hardcore stuff, like even not just pop. I'm like saying like all genres. It's hard for me to get into anything new now. I'm just like so stuck in my ways. I'm such a '90s kid. It's hard for me to get away from that.
Because we're getting old, man.
Yeah. I know. All right, so I guess we've been live for like an hour now. We've been going on tangent, but Jimmy, this has been great, man. We can't wait to have you back on. But
I loved it.
Quick,
I want to really quickly. I do want to promote some.
That's what I'm saying. I want to give you the floor. Promote. Whatever message you have for everybody. Promote whatever you want to promote, man. Floor is yours. Take as much time as you need.
It's not for me, but I loved the new series, The Burbs. I highly recommend it. Keke Palmer, the cast is fucking amazing. I love Julia Duffy from back in the day when she did Newhart. She was so hilarious on that show. Yeah, we're old, but this show is great. And oh my fucking god, Chad Lindbergh, my best pal, he's in this movie and he's in the show. I don't want to say anything, just watch it.
It's on Peacock, everybody. It's on Peacock. Everybody go
it's
on
Peacock. Yes, Peacock. Watch The Burbs. It's 8 episodes. It's an easy watch. I'm proud. We're gonna have a party where we're gonna watch it again. It's just great. It's a great feel good. Forget about your troubles. Kind of spooky. Kind of funny. It's really great. So and then of course, once my look for short film festivals, you might see The Decoration.
Excellent.
And I got tons of more interviews coming up on Joe Blows. I'm some excited about.
And Jimmy, any message for our fan base?
I just thank you for putting up with me, I guess. I guess.
Nah, dude, we love having you on, man. And I just love talking movies and celebrities with you. I always have a blast doing that.
It's always fun, dude, and honestly, you've become I love working with you. And I think it shows in our work, and it's always fun, always great.
I appreciate that. I try to keep everything consistent. I try to I try to make sure that the spotlight's always on the celeb, but I also want to make sure that everybody who's interviewing gets the spotlight too. So that's why I try to, you know what I'm saying? I know we're there. It's supposed to be the Joe Blow Celebrity Access, and that's the highlights. But I want to make sure that we get our little moments in there too, you know what I mean? Just our subtle moments in there,
I love your energy, by the way. I do love you. Have such a charming energy about you that I see why people like you.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I mean, and I just want to say, when I conduct my interviews on not just on NerdCage, but on Joe Blow and NerdCage, I learned a lot editing and watching you over the years, Jimmy. I do what you do, and the thing I do too, that you do, is that you told me that you're all about connecting with the person you're interviewing, and I love the fact that you go in and just have a conversation. You don't bring in written notes or written questions. You go in, you have your conversation. I do the same fucking thing. I learned it from you that you're there to have a conversation. You're there to promote a movie, and I don't want to have notes or questions dictate. I go in. It's funny because I go to a junket, right, and it happened a couple times. I'll be sitting there on my phone, and then everyone's got their laptops and their notes, and this woman looked at me. She's like, you have no notes. You're not doing. I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna walk right in and do the interview.
Well, there's this thing that we have we have this brain, and you can carry a lot of stuff up here, and I think that pulling out notes during an interview, or like I just feel like, and nothing against it. I'm sure it works for some people.
It's unnatural. I feel.
Yeah, to me it doesn't work as well, and I like the connection and I like the chemistry, and I think that when you go in looking for that, I think you get something more interesting, and I love that you're doing that. That's really cool.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I have to come up with questions on the fly sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
What I try to do is like, okay, I'll think of like a couple questions in my head or I should say question. I like to, instead of questions, topics. I like to go in with topics because I don't want to ask.
Yeah.
So I like to, topics, and then if I get like a little bit more time, or if the conversation goes in a different direction, then I gotta think of something else on the fly. And here's a funny story where I definitely had to think on my feet. When the now I'm forgetting the name of the movie there, but that one Amazon movie with John Cena and Idris Elba there that I did.
Oh gosh, I don't remember the name, but I know.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot the name of the film. But anyway,
Yeah.
I went in to do that interview with John Cena and Idris Elba, right?
Yeah.
And then I was told I was going to interview actually Nick Jonas' wife's there. The Indian gal.
Oh yeah, I know. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I thought I was going to interview her, but I didn't. So when I walked in the room, you ready for this? I walked in the room not knowing who was about to interview. And I walked into the room, and it was, you ready for this? It was the director sitting in the chair. And then over on Zoom, on a TV screen in the corner of the room, was Jack Quaid. I had no clue I was interviewing the two of them. So I literally walked into the room not knowing who the hell I was interviewing. And I saw who I was, so I'm thinking, okay, I gotta think of questions now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
easy. Oh my god, that guy, he's so nice. I love that dude.
Yeah, they were great, but it was just so funny though, because I had to think on the fly, because I literally walked into the room thinking I was going to interview somebody, but I walked in the room and it was somebody else. So, so I'm kind of glad I have the ability to like come up with questions and think on my feet and this and that. And like I said, years of watching you, I picked up. Well, don't get me wrong, I pick up things from everybody. Whether if it's Tyler or Chris.
I love our guys. I love our team.
I kind of pick up things from everybody. Like, okay, well, I like what he did here. I like what he did there. I kind of pick up stuff from like everybody. So But especially you though, because I feel like you and I have that same, the same vibe and the same energy. So like, I mean, a little different, but you know what I mean. So,
we got long hair. We got the hair going. We got the
Oh, my hair's gone now. I donated to charity.
I know, but you still have this. So that you have the beard. So that's fine. You have long hair. It works.
So I'm like I said, I just want to say thank you for being you, because I learned a lot from you over the years. So thank you.
Oh, that was really sweet, dude. Thank you. That was really nice. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. So I just got some stuff to promote real quick. Again, if you want to see more of our interviews, please, Joe Blow Celebrity Access, Joe Blow Originals. Check out the whole Joe Blow movie network. In fact, check out their new channel, Loving the 90s. It's constantly growing. So yes, Joe Blow, the biggest movie network on YouTube, and the biggest movie network.
And we're still independent. We're still independent. Yes.
Yeah. He's been there. Jimmy's been there 20 years. I've been here 4 years. So hopefully we'll have more and more years together. On the NerdCage side of things, we're going to be on Twitch on Sunday playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. That's twitch.tv/NerdCage Live. And check out my interview with Alexander Skarsgård for the movie Pillion on Joe Blow Celebrity Access, as well as my interview with Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry for their movie Crime 101, which is in theaters tonight. Go see it. I loved it. And then next Thursday, live on NerdCage Live, right here on YouTube, Derek Patterson, who is a Nintendo super fan. He's got 32,000 followers on Facebook. He's always posting pictures of his Nintendo collections and stuff like that. He's gonna come on. We're gonna be talking collecting. We're gonna be talking hobbies and video games. Be there. It's gonna be an epic conversation. I cannot wait to have this man on. I'm a huge fan. And shout out to everybody at Joe Blow, and thank you to NerdCage Live. We're in season 7, and hopefully we'll have some more guests to announce real soon. Again, thanks to my buddy Jimmy O. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram at Jimmy2TheO. Let me repeat that, at Jimmy2TheO on social media. And check out all his work. The links are in the description. So then we please ask you to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, spread that shit like syphilis so that you are safe from Mill Street, Atlanta, New York, to Syracuse, New York, to all of our friends and fans around the world at NerdCage Live and Joe Blow. As always, enjoy life, stay safe, eat your vegetables, do your push-ups, go to the gym, all that good stuff. Good night, God bless, and have the best day of your life.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe. Okay. Shoot it!
All right. Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe. It's all about you.
Kaboom! Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful.
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running.
Run faster. Oh no, Joe. The galaxy's doomed because of you.
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCage Live. Ooh, trying to get out of the Nerd Cage, are ya? Well, before you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you're really intrigued, ring that bell. Thank you for dropping by. Until next time, tell everyone you know about NerdCage Live!